Instagram Live. Okay, so we have two cameras going here, so which one do we look at?
I don't know. So if you see us doing this, we've got two cameras. We've got our Instagram Live as well as our video for Plant-Based Meal a Day going on.
How are you guys this morning? It's Tuesday. We're so excited to see you guys. We've both been busy. She was making a, you have to see Rochelle's blueberry scones.
Blueberry
not
scones.
what we're making today. Have you ever made scones?
No, I've never made scones before, so I thought I'd give it a try.
Check those out. They look really good.
So, testing out a recipe. These are in June. Plant-Based Meal a Day.
So good, so good. Okay, so yeah, we've been baking a little bit. I made a focaccia for Rochelle.
Look at that.
So I used, and those of you who don't know what ditar is, it's a seasoning, it's Middle East kind of thing. It's got like thyme in it, it's got sumac. A lot of people don't know what sumac is, but it's almost like a tangy red. It's a beautiful flavoring.
So good.
I found fresh tomatoes, basil, jalapenos, green onions, sesame seeds, sumac. Yeah.
It's just so pretty. I think it's like next level.
Have you seen the ones that people are doing
with the pattern? I know. I was like, it's like they're doing scenes with the vegetables. I think Rosario did one. Like, I can't do it. Scenes like flowers. I'm like, oh my god.
So yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. But today we're making Cuban sandwiches.
Cuban sandwiches. My friend Kimberly just messaged me and said, this is the sandwich that turned her husband plant-based.
Really?
Yeah, so he came to our screening From the Ground Up. He tried a sandwich and was like, couldn't believe that it was so, like, this is plant-based. He was kind of curious about it. And Andrew makes so much stuff now, and I want to go move in with Andrew. Kim, you're so lucky.
It's, as I don't know if many of you know, but my family is from Cuba. And my mom was born in Havana, as was my grandmother, and my grandfather, and my sisters. And so my mom used to work when she was 19 at the Tropicana, which is a very famous nightclub, as a bookkeeper, not as a dentist or anything, even though that wouldn't have been beyond her a few years later. But she works as a bookkeeper behind the scenes, and they have these sandwich stands outside. And if you've been to Miami, you've probably seen them, where you go in and you have a little demi-tasse of espresso, and then you have something called a medianoche. So after you leave the club, midnight sandwich, you would, much like here, I guess, if you're on pizza or something like that, you used to go to like
go for pizza,
or whatever, right? And have Chinese food at 2 in the morning. So that is what they did. And so Cuban sandwiches, so typically a Cuban sandwich, I have an Aunt Maria who lives in Kissimmee, Florida, and she made really good ones at that. This was 25, 30 years ago. And I was always fascinated because I didn't eat pork, but pork was, and again, most Cubans don't actually eat a lot of meat because they can't afford it for one, and they're on ration cards. Rochelle and I just had this conversation.
Well, pretty incredible to see ration cards. We went to the bakery and there was like, you guys walk into a bakery and you're like, oh my god, what should I get? There, you walk in and there's, a counter with just one type of bun. And that's it. And it was quite interesting to see the gentleman ahead of us hand his card. She crossed off 2 for the day, handed back, handed his buns, and off he went. It was awakening for sure.
Yeah,
we're very fortunate here.
We were, when you go to Cuba or any of these other third world countries, because it is a third world country, you're typically staying in resorts and things like that, so you don't get to see that. You have the buffets and you have all of those things, which is imported food, but that's not how everybody else eats. And so we stay in Havana and we stay in someone's home. And so we see what it's like, and even they have cards where they can only purchase so much food. So if you want breakfast, you have to give them a heads up and it's typically just fruit anyway.
Yeah,
right? Totally. Yeah. But so back to the Cuban sandwich. So it is made with marinated pork normally. Yeah, and they do it with a ham as well, and they do it with cheese and pickles on a Cuban bread. Now, Cuban bread is like French bread, but it's denser, it's heavier. So it looks like that, it looks like a baguette and all those, but they use a lot more, they actually use lard in it. Lard is a huge thing in Cuba because it's cheap, comes in barrels.
Everything we ate there was cooked in lard. Well, we didn't eat it. We couldn't eat. Everything we wanted to eat was cooked in lard. So we ate a lot of lettuce that trip.
We actually, it was the most challenging of all the places Richelle and I have traveled all over the world together. Cuba was definitely one of the most challenging places to eat plant-based. It would have been different if we'd been in a resort, because we could have had, which is I've done before, where you have rice and you have vegetables, and the kitchen will do that. But everything is cooked in pork fat because it's cheap, and they have these huge vats in the kitchen, right? So, understandably so. I mean, they have to pretty limited resources. But that being said, today we're going to make a Cuban sandwich.
Yes, and we're going to use Rose's fresh. She made sourdough bread this morning, so I can still feel it. It's like warm and squishy. So we're going to use that. We've also got some meat here. So let's chat about these guys here. So this is what would be the ham, and this is what would be the roasted pork. You bet. So we got these from Heart's Choices here in Calgary. Nan and Eli are a couple local owners. Phenomenal. Nan is from Thailand, and one of probably the best cooks.
The best chef ever. I actually met her by going to her cooking class.
Yes, that's right.
And it was the funniest cooking class because there was actually no recipe. I don't even remember what we made, some kind of curry, something else. And she was just like, she'd come over and she'd be like, that's not right. And she'd throw in some more, and I'd be like, how am I going to go home?
What was that? I was like, did you get the recipe, Rose? And she came back. She's like, no, I didn't actually. She's like, I have no idea. She's like, I have an outline, but then it got a little weird. Then just throwing stuff in to make it taste better.
And it worked, right? So
this is the tofu that she uses. So it's the pepper roll. And what else do we have?
So the black pepper roll, and then you have the herb soy loaf. So both of these are soy protein. If you don't know a lot, I know when I first started, I was like so confused. What is seitan? What is tofu? What is tempeh? So let me start from the top here. Seitan is a wheat gluten, so you can actually buy wheat gluten and make seitan. One of the best homemade seitan meats in town is from Veg Hammer. Have not had her stuff. She makes bacon. She makes it all. She makes it all. All the meat. She has dialed it in and figured it out. It's actually not difficult to make seitan, but to make the flavors to resemble that smoky flavor or that pork flavor or whatever that is, which is typically meat is like what we like about meat is the salt and the fat. So that is what is in these things. Yes, they are processed. People ask all the time. They are processed. But at the end of the day, if you're eating animal products, they're very processed as well as they have antibiotics and all of those things. So we're not advocating that this is something you would eat every day any more than you would go out and have a McDonald's hamburger every single day or whatever that is, right? So we're just saying that this is, something like on Mother's Day and things like that. It's not, certainly if the alternative is the other, this is plant-based. So that is a good thing. We do try to buy most of our soy and all of that is organic.
Yep.
And no GMO. Now there is this funny thing we talk about all the time, and and we feel bad for people because they really believe that. They've been told that soy is high in estrogen.
Soy milk, all these things, you're going to get big boobs. Well, guess what?
We
not
eat
so much.
all the time. So that is not true. My husband and my son eat soy all the time. And so does my son-in-law, so does my other son. That is not the case. I mean, you want to eat whole food plant-based, which is, as close to the ground as that you picked it from as you can. There's like carrots and vegetables, but to the next level, they formed it into another. So soy is actually the bean that is processed. This does have estrogen. This is not. So Jake, yell out quickly. Phytoestrogen is what comes from plants.
Yeah.
And then there's mammalian estrogen that comes from animals. Two completely types of estrogen. So I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist or a dietitian, but if you want an amazing resource, Google soy Dr. Greger, and he has tons and tons of resources, and it's backed up by research, papers, everything. So go to Nutrition Facts, Dr. Greger. He has an amazing book called How Not to Die. It's It's thick.
It's very heavy and a long read, but it's good information to pick your way through, honestly.
Yeah, I go to it like if somebody said to me, oh, I have fibromyalgia and I've been so inflamed and, I don't know how, and I'll flip to that book and I'll be, okay, well, apparently there's these studies, go take a look at that, and, so that's that. And then, so the types of soy, there's tempeh. Tempeh is soy as well, but it is not as refined as soy. So soy is ground, and tempeh you'll see it's got, and it's
right
more
in there.
nutty, right?
Yeah,
and
big
some
time nutty
people love it.
Flavor.
Love it. And I like it too, but it's how you cook it, right? So it's like anything. You wouldn't eat raw eggs because, when you have an egg, you like to fry it. It's got butter and oil, and people put ketchup and seasoning and salt and all of those things. You wouldn't just crack it open and eat it. So it's like anything. It's the seasoning. It's how you cook it.
There's a company out of Kelowna, and I wish I could remember their name right now, and they're doing the tempeh steaks, and they're delicious. They were here at Veg Fest, and they were doing them, and they were great. So I will try to find their name. They
are though at Community Herbivore just started. There is, and so when you go into the community on the 11th, I don't know where it is on the other communities, or 10th, you go to where the veggies are and then where the tofu is. They now have a huge line of, same with at Blush Lane. So if you're looking,
so many alternatives now. So don't be afraid to try some of these. That's how it starts. And maybe just pick one or two things to try each week and incorporate. You're going to find some things you love, some things you don't like as much, and that's okay. That's the fun of being in the kitchen.
True. So let's get started on that. All right, super excited. I'm going to take these, I'm going to put them in a grill pan and just get some grill marks on them and cook them. I typically don't use a lot of oil with them. Oh, so the other thing I was going to say is sausages, different kinds. You've got field roast, you've got Beyond Meat sausage, and I hear they just launched their breakfast sausages now, which are so good. Then there's Jardine. What other types of companies? What's the one? Field Roast does now, like the buffalo wings and all that. So test all those out too, right?
So many options.
Yeah.
So before, there was kind of only one or two, and now there's so many more, and there's so many more accessible that are coming here. I know a lot of times we see these things and they launch in the States, and then we wouldn't have access to them for a very long time. But they are now making their way here. So check it out and ask. The one thing I found is I went into the grocery store, and my grocery store in Cochrane wasn't carrying a lot of the yogurts for a long time. I approached the owner. He's in the store a lot, wonderful guy. And I just said, look, I see you don't carry this. And he said, oh, you know what? I think you're the third person that's asked. I'll look at bringing some in. So they're very open. So just ask. It's amazing. If they see that there's a demand, they're usually more than happy to bring those types of things in. And get on Safeway. Safeway is really up there. Their plant-based kit. They were a little late to the party, I will say, but they have really, really stepped it up. So way to go, Safeway. I'm going to quickly show you. This is probably one of our favorite cheeses. I know we've talked about it before. Both cameras here. It is Earth Island, and their cheese just has a different sort of texture, different flavors, super flavorful. So give that guy a try next time you're at the grocery store, and it's so good. So because we've heard a lot of people don't like some of the current options. So go outside your normal comfort zone.
One of my favorite cheeses that I love, and we're not using it today, but she's a local cheese girl too.
I just eat this. Flora Fromage is an amazing cheese company. So she's local. She makes all of her own cheeses. And this is a cashew cheese. It's a soft cheese. And I'll be honest, I just will sometimes eat just the cheese. I can't help it. It's so delicious. So try her. So Flora Fromage. I'll show you guys the label there so you can give her a try. So Rose and I are quite addicted to that. All right, so Rose is just cutting up the bread. We are going to put cheese pickles, mustard. Are you putting both types or are you giving us an option here? Giving the option. Okay, so there's like the spicy kind and the regular.
The Cuban sandwich, they use the yellow.
They use the yellow, but I think we're gonna pick it up a notch here with the spicy. And then veganese. So if you haven't tried veganese, veganese is vegan, obviously mayonnaise, egg-free, and they've got a bunch of different types, flavors. They give one's with garlic.
They have like a
pesto. Yeah, so typically I think Rose and I both use this one because it's just sort of the plain. I like mayo on a burger typically, on my veggie burger.
Yeah, and I like to mix my mayo with Sriracha.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah.
That's my thing.
Rose likes the spicy. I'm a little bit more of a
my kids are really
whip when it comes to spice. So Rose has got some beautiful grill marks on our plant-based meat back there. And what we're going to do now, I'm going to start to get these sandwiches. Are you okay if I get these going?
Of course. If you want to cut the pickles, you can do that too. I use a dill pickle. This is my favorite brand. I'm like a pickle connoisseur.
Oh, Rowan is too.
Love pickles. They're like the best. So I hope everybody's doing well and getting excited about places slowly opening up.
Yes. We wanted to give a shout out today. Rose and I were chatting about this today. She's been posting quite a lot about all our friends who are frontline workers. We have quite a lot who are frontline workers. And we just really want to say a huge thank you to all of you who are going to work day after day, taking care of all of everyone who's getting sick. And I know it's not easy, and we hear the challenges. And you know, our friends, you know, we've got a couple, Dan, Carol, and Krista, who have to literally strip down in their garage. Yeah, so many strip down in their garage and run from their garage into their house to get in the shower because they don't want to contaminate their house or their family or kids. So thank you to everyone who is making that sacrifice. You guys are absolutely incredible. And huge shout out.
It really does. It puts things into perspective, makes you realize, you know, I know we all miss being friends and all of those things, but at the end of the day here, at the end of the day, you know, what we have to do is be cognizant of other people. That's the most important part, you guys. So being cognizant of everyone that is out there. And I'm going to, and just so you know, we've washed our hands like a million times before this. I actually have more sanitizer than I think any human should have.
You know, I always was really good at washing my hands. Now,
did you get everything? So we need just pickles on there?
I am now constantly, I walk into anywhere new and it's just like, I'll wash my hands. It's the first thing I do. So, and I think, you know, a lot of places now are going to be, you're going to walk in, you're going to have to wash or sanitize your hands. And that's just a new way of doing things, and that's okay.
Okay, so we just butter on the outside a little bit.
Put that.
We've got a sandwich press machine here. I bought this a long time ago, specifically for Cuban sandwiches.
Yeah, so we're just using a little bit of Earth Balance butter and buttering the outside to give it that nice gleam, crispy. Alright.
I actually, and it's a different type of Earth Balance, just so you know. It's the spreadable one. Yeah, just do one at a time. It should be good. Okay, so it should be good. You don't even have to press it. Good to go. Okay, so I use the spreadable one for this kind of thing, and it just has a little bit more water. It's not great for cooking, kind of like margarine, same as that. I've never tried using margarine. Are they good?
Yeah, I typically use the Becel one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I always like.
What do you like about it?
I like the flavor. The Hackenberg family and I had to talk about this. It is, yes, Lee Reen from Mo Plants, please just like cut that out of your diet right now. And I'm like, I can't, it's so good. So yeah, I like to spread it on, you know,
so here's what it looks
bread
like before.
And all that. I actually use the margarine also in my icing that's below.
You don't tell anyone. That's your secret sauce.
My secret sauce. I find it just fluffs up.
That's awesome. Well, good to know. I will not be. I didn't want to know your secrets because I'm never going to make that because I want you to make it for me forever. Forever and ever.
The cupcake.
Yeah. No. So that was. I have to tell you guys, I've been working so hard on my sourdough lately, and it has become, I just can't even tell you, it's next level.
So if you follow Plant-Based Meal a Day, if you signed up for Plant-Based Meal a Day, Rose actually did a video, so I'm using her recipe now and making them, and my husband is obsessed. I actually made the olive oil last night.
Did you?
Yes, it was so good. So I just added olives to it, and we typically add that extra step. So we add hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and what's the fourth one? Sesame seeds, yes. And then on top of that, I added olives. Rose made Jeff a couple weeks ago, and he has been talking about it nonstop. So yeah, sign up for Plant-Based Meal a Day, and you will get access to that video, and she will show you step by step, which I sometimes even have to refresh myself. I watched the video actually the first time and hit pause and wrote out notes, and I still use that. And for the most part, I've got it dialed, and Rowan always laughs at me. He's like, "Don't you have that memorized by now, Mom?"
So, yeah, the funny story was that she's actually made some bread with me and didn't remember any of it.
I was like, oh, yeah. So the video helped in then being able to do that. And that's something
I've seen the progress though from she's always made great cupcakes and she's been a great baker. Like she has the traditional stuff too. Like her cakes are amazing.
I like to make those types of things.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a set, you grew up very different. I grew up in a set, my mom, she cooked everything out of packages and she never really showed it. I was 18 and I moved out and I knew nothing. I knew nothing. It was horrible. So that's one thing I'm trying to instill with Rowan is to teach him how to cook a little bit more. So all of this is looking amazing.
Okay. I think you know who we need to make this for is Clint.
Yeah.
Because Clint, you know what? Claire, you gotta make this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's awesome. Do you use the vegan base cell too, Katie? Yeah, I haven't had it yet. So now with 2 recommendations, definitely I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty close to. Do you guys really? Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Oh,
okay, guys. I'm just gonna put it on a plate here. You gotta take a look at this. Pretty amazing. Okay.
Oh, look at that lunch. Look at Chris. I'm definitely ready for lunch now. He's coming by for one of the scones today, so
this is awesome.
one of the scones.
Awesome. All right.
So good. So, not too crazy to make. We can promise you that your family is going to love this. Rose made this at her Christmas party, and she had a lineup around this with people waiting for it. And they were like, "Oh, I'll just have a little piece," and then they're like, "Can I have a full one?"
And then they would text me after, and they would be like, even my kids, they were on planes, and they were like, "Oh my God, I'm fantasizing about that load." So, yeah. So I really think you guys should, make a little test of seeing what it is. Again,
so we'll show you again so you can write it down. So we've got the black pepper roll. Got 2 cameras going on here. And then you've got the vegan herb soy loaf. So, you're supporting an amazing local YYC company, Heart's Choices. So check out Heart's Choices, order this stuff, you will not be disappointed, and it's quite a lot. So you'll have, you can see we've already made sandwiches, we've got the ends here, so you'll have quite a lot to make. So
just one more thing about Heart's Choice, they carry a ton of takeout right now too, so they have Kung Pao, and they have Kung Kai, they have yellow curry, green curry, and all come in frozen containers, and price point really, really good, you guys. So something to think about if you want a quick meal. I just throw in rice sometimes. I don't eat gluten, or I'm not supposed to eat gluten, but I do eat it on a bit. So yes, I know people are always like, "How do you cook all this?" But that's okay. She does have a few things.
Tons of different of the fake meats. Yeah. So when I go there,
they're called faux.
Yeah. So I usually leave with a hand of the chicken and the bacon, as it's called.
Yeah.
And we eat a lot of that.
So I really expect you guys to, and Ray, you got to come by and see us today. I love you guys. We thank you so much. As you've heard, we're hoping to open up on Thursday. We're a little bit nervous about it because we want to make sure that we have all the policies and procedures in place. So thank you for being patient with us.
And curbside pickup.
And if you're not comfortable coming, and we understand, or you don't want to wait, because we're only going to allow, maybe 2 people in the store at the time. And, we're asking for people to wear masks and to wash their hands and things like that. And if you have a cold, please don't come by.
Yeah.
But
curbside pickup, I think, is we're going to see in the future. I mean, Rosario yesterday was like, this is great. She's so busy. Her kids, she's got so much on the go. And she just zoomed in, Rose zipped out, dropped it her, and she's like, I'm going to do this forever. So
the best
we're happy to do that through Starbucks, right?
Yes. So when you became a mom, because you would, I remember I didn't have to get out of the car. I was going to Starbucks.
Yeah. And we were talking yesterday about the kids, when they're 2 and they do that hip thing, I don't want to go in the car seat. So no more taking them in and out of the car. You will just be able to, there we go. We'll bring them, zip by, we'll run out your order. So it's going to be a new way of doing things, which is exciting.
All right, so plant-based meal a day. $19 a month, you guys, that's nothing. And you get these kinds of recipes, and you get all the videos. We'll break it down for you. So I used to spend that before this virus in one day. So at getting a chai latte.
Yeah.
So yeah, think about that. We love you guys. Health and happiness to everybody.
Take care, guys.
Word out. Talk to you soon.
See you soon.